The ruins of Ta Prohm stand deep within the dense Cambodian jungle, an ancient temple slowly being consumed by nature. Towering strangler figs and silk cotton trees have wrapped their immense roots around the temple's crumbling stone walls, creating an eerie, dreamlike atmosphere. Unlike other temples in Angkor, which have been largely restored, Ta Prohm has been deliberately left in a semi-ruined state, making it feel as if the jungle itself is trying to reclaim it. But for all its breathtaking beauty, there is something unsettling about this place, an unseen presence, a heavy stillness that lingers in the humid air. Built in the late 12th century by King Jayavarman V, Ta Prohm was meant to be a Buddhist monastery, a sanctuary for monks and scholars. At its peak, it housed thousands of people, echoing with prayers and chants that filled the halls. But as the centuries passed, the Khmer Empire fell and the temple was abandoned, left to the mercy of the jungle. Now, it is silent, or at least it should be. Those who visit often report an inexplicable feeling of being watched. The corridors, once full of life, now feel like tunnels leading into darkness. Some say the faces carved into the temple walls shift in the corner of your eye, their expressions changing when you aren't looking directly at them. A few explorers have spoken of whispers carried on the wind, words in an ancient tongue, unintelligible but urgent, as if warning them to leave. One of the most chilling legends of Ta Prohm tells of a French archaeologist in the early 1900s who was obsessed with unlocking the temple's secrets. He was particularly drawn to a hidden chamber beneath one of the towers, rumored to contain lost relics of the Khmer Empire. The villagers warned him not to go searching, speaking of a guardian spirit that protected the temple, an unseen force that punished trespassers. But he did not listen. One evening, after his team had left for the night, the archaeologist remained behind, determined to break into the sealed chamber. The next morning, his crew found his belongings scattered around the temple grounds, his notes torn apart as if by unseen hands. But the man himself was never found. Some believe he fell victim to the jungle, but others whisper that he awakened something that should have remained undisturbed. To this day, visitors claim to see a shadowy figure lurking near that chamber, a tall, dark shape standing motionless, just watching. But he is not the only one lost to Ta Prohm. Another legend tells of a group of treasure hunters in the 1980s who entered the ruins in search of gold and artifacts to sell. They too ignored the warnings of the locals. That night, the villagers heard their terrified screams echo through the trees, only to be cut off suddenly. When morning came, the group was gone. The only sign of them was their abandoned camp, where their food remained untouched, their tools neatly arranged as if they had never left. The walls of the temple bore deep scratches, as though something with claws had marked its territory. No bodies were ever found. To this day, many believe Ta Prohm is cursed. Tourists have reported inexplicable camera malfunctions, their devices shutting down or showing strange, distorted images. Some have spoken of an overwhelming sense of dread, as if something unseen is pressing down on them. Others have claimed to see a woman in tattered silk robes standing in the doorways, her eyes dark and hollow. She does not move. She only stares. Monks who still visit the temple to offer prayers say that the spirits of Ta Prohm are restless. Some are believed to be the ghosts of monks who once lived here, bound to the temple even in death. Others may be older, more ancient entities tied to the jungle itself, spirits that do not welcome outsiders. Whatever the truth may be, Ta Prohm remains one of the most mysterious and haunted places in Cambodia. It is a place where the past refuses to be forgotten, where the jungle does not just reclaim stone, but the souls that linger within. Visitors are warned to respect the ruins, to tread carefully, and above all, never to stay after dark. Because when the last rays of sunlight disappear behind the trees, Ta Prohm is no longer just a ruin, it is something alive, something waiting.
Enjoyed the content? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring more awesome videos your way. Don't forget to click the bell icon to stay updated with all our latest uploads. Thanks for watching.